Hi, I'm Susanne Schütz, and this is Cat Sounds Explained by Cat Lady Sweden. And this time we're going to talk about the snarl. Cats snarl when they're about to start fighting or during fights even, and also when they're very stressed or in acute pain. And cats snarl to scare off other cats or humans, or to signal that they're in pain. And depending on the context, snarling means attack, or I'm furious or terrified right now, or even ouch, that hurt. And accompanying body postures and movements again depend on the situation. So when it's in a defensive situation, the cat is crouching, the ears are flat or rotated back, as you can see in this picture here. And the tail's down, it can be bushy and or moving, thumping, lashing even. And snarling is at the very end of the distance scale between two cats which are about to have an aggressive or defensive interaction. So when there's body contact, that's when the snarling starts. Some other facts about snarling is that when cats produce snarling, the mouth is usually tensely open, and it's a typically relatively short sound. Often it's half a second to 1 second long, can be a bit longer sometimes. And it's voiced, and it's often relatively low-pitched compared to other cat sounds, and it's often also very harsh. I would categorize this cat sound phonetically as a vowel-like sound, or sometimes two vowel sounds with very harsh voice quality. And it sounds a bit like a human outcry of fear or pain, you know, wah! Something like that. You can see in this picture that the mouth is open. Now in this video I'm going to show you the articulation. Vimsan up here in the apple tree snarls several times, and I will play it to you first at a normal speed and then in slow motion. Here comes the normal speed. And you can see there's some hissing going on there as well. And just to show you in slow motion the snarling part, perhaps you can see that the mouth is actually open. There are two subtypes of snarling. The typical snarl, which is shorter and often more low-pitched than the other subtype, the cry, sometimes also called the scream or the pain shriek, which is longer and often more high-pitched. Now the snarl, I will play you two examples of snarling. You can listen to them. You can hear that they are quite low-pitched compared to the cry, which I'm going to play in the next slide. And in the first video of snarling, Vimsan and Grey White are having an agonistic and aggressive defensive encounter, and I think it's actually Vimsan who's doing the snarling here as well. In the next video, again Vimsan and Grey White, they don't seem to like each other when they are patrolling the garden, so they often get into these aggressive situations. And this video shows also that snarling can be quite loud. So Vimsan actually scared me holding the camera when she started to snarl at Grey White. Let's have a look. So you saw that I dropped the camera there, I was scared too. Now crying or screaming or pain shrieking is longer typically, and it's often more high-pitched. I'm going to play you two examples of crying, just audio now. And the next one. Now in the first video of Vimsan and Grey White again, there's some more fighting, and I think that Vimsan scratches, attacks Grey White in some way, so she gives out a cry of pain. So it's more high-pitched and longer. And in this video here we have two cats who are fighting. This video I shot in Estonia when I was there, so these are Estonian cats. They also cry, and it sounds like this. This went on for minutes and minutes as well. Now, there are some combinations of snarling, as you've seen already. Hissing and snarling often occur simultaneously, and this video is an example of that. So when there's body contact, the cats snarl, but when they are a bit further apart, they hiss instead. And also this video of kompis and grey-white, growling, and when there's body contact, when the fighting begins, the snarling begins. Some more snarling variations. Snarling can occur with hissing and howling as well, as you will see in this video here. So first a snarl, then a hiss as the distance increases, and then the howling starts. And another scene in the apple tree between Vimsan and kompis, where there's some snarling and hissing going on as well. So, to sum up, snarling is produced during fighting and to signal pain, and it's a relatively short, low-pitched, voiced and very, very harsh sound. And it's used, as I said, in fights or to signal pain, and the subtypes are snarling, crying, screaming or pain shrieking, and different combinations. I'm just going to finish by playing a video to you of a cat who is deaf, can't hear, this cat Simba here, and although she's deaf, she can actually snarl and produce vocalization. So when Troll, the other cat here, which is a young cat, is attacking her and wants to play with her, Simba just snarls at her. Even though she can't hear, she knows that this is the sound to use when she wants to signal that I don't want this anymore, I don't want you to attack me, I'm in pain, leave me alone. And as you can hear, there was some growling going on there as well. You can read more about snarling in my book, The Secret Language of Cats, which is available in several languages. Or you can visit my project website, meowsic.se, where you can hear and watch examples of snarling and other cat sounds. Thanks for watching Cat Sounds Explained by Cat Lady Sweden.